Okay. What's up? It's episode 67. Coding While Black, Dr. Kai Dupuy. I know it's been a minute. I was just looking at my channel, and the last time I posted a video, I was in Texas. And I think I was down there for a funeral. It was in November, the weekend of November 6th. So today is December 15th, 2021. And as usual, I saw something that brings me out of the woodwork in terms of wanting to drop a video. I think it was yesterday, a couple days ago. I believe it was on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a treasure chest of opportunities for me to speak about things where I think I have some knowledge, where people are spewing nonsense and coming across as experts about something that they've clearly never done by virtue of the fact of what they're saying. And of course, people can have different experiences, but some of this stuff is so far out in left field. I just don't know what to do other than try to somewhat propose an alternative. So here we go. So yesterday or a couple of days ago, I see something. I think it was posted by code.org, and where they were interviewing some young people, and they were talking about what it's like to be software developers. And they said two things that stuck out to me that made me want to say, what? They said the image of software developers that you see is not true at all. And they're talking about the geek image and the image of people who are non-social, people who don't really, they're kind of introverts, they're not really very gregarious, they don't talk a lot. They said that's not, really what a software engineer looks like. And I'm like, it's not, because that's exactly what they look like in my 30-year time period as a software developer. That's exactly what it was. As a matter of fact, I didn't fit that mold, and that caused me all kind of problems throughout my career because I was social, I was talkative, I was outgoing. I didn't walk around with a calculator or a pencil or glasses. I cared about my appearance. I dressed. I wore suits. I wore slacks. I wore ties. And people were always coming up to me, "What do you do?" Because I'm a programmer. Really? Because I was different from what they had been used to seeing. So I don't know where the person that said that got that from. It is patently false. The second thing that was said that really made me want to speak was the person said, in programming, it's not, you don't just sit at your desk all day. That's not what the work is like. That's exactly what the work is like. You sit at your desk all day and stare at a screen. As a matter of fact, I also used to get in trouble for not being at my desk. I could tell stories about the kinds of things that I had to endure because someone wanted me to sit at my desk for 8 to 9 hours and write code, which of course you can't do unless you're the kind of person that they're saying is not the actual true image of a developer, where you actually can sit there like that with headphones on all day or what have you. So you absolutely, as a matter of fact, as I was reading this on LinkedIn, I was mentioning to my wife, who was also a programmer, and she giggled along with me, like, "What do they think you're doing? What do they think programmers do? If you're not sitting in front of your screen actually writing the code, well, then what are you doing? Right? That's the job is coding. So you may be in a meeting here and again. You may be going to talk to users about a problem or a bug or trying to get clarification on some sort of requirement, but that they usually have someone that fill that role for you, and maybe you talk to that person. But day in and day out, you walk into your office, walk into your job, your desk, whatever, you fire up a computer and you sit there and write code all day long. There is nothing else. Okay, maybe you're in somewhere going over design, maybe you're somewhere going over algorithm with someone. Okay, yeah, you may do that, but in general, for the most part, you're sitting there in front of a screen all day. As a matter of fact, like I said, what I've just given you are a couple other things you might be doing as it may be a part of your job, but there's not a whole lot of those things. Whenever you're not doing those things, you're expected to be in front of your screen, either looking at code or writing code, trying to figure out what's wrong with some code or coming up with some new code, developing something. And then when I got to the end of the article, I realized the two people that were talking were like interns, or they were folks who were in college. So they've never held these jobs. And that's where you get these statements that make no sense. So yeah, if you're going to be a programmer, that's why the number one thing I tell people if they say they want to go be a developer because they see the money or the opportunity, make sure you want to do it. Make sure you love it, because if you love it, then you can sit in front of a screen all day and enjoy that. Make sure of that, because the job is sometimes I've been in positions where we worked in basements. We didn't even have windows. I know it's different now. It's 2021 and all of that, but still, you're sitting in front of a screen all day at your desk, and the image you see, the Urkel image, the image you see on TV when you see a developer, some dude that doesn't comb his hair or doesn't dress or doesn't seem to care about his appearance, it is what it is. So I know we're trying to get more folks recruited into these fields, and we put black folks out front to say things, but you got to say what's true. Okay, you line up 10 developers, 10 programmers, 10 software engineers, whatever phrase you want to use to describe this work in 2021, 8 out of 10 of them are going to look the same, even in 2021. All right, so that's my piece for today. I finally updated episode 67, Coding While Black, Dr. Kai Dupuy. Happy holidays, happy Wednesday. Peace.